Oh, hello. Today I am back to recap the latest episode of King of Drag, Prom Night. And after this, I will officially be caught up. I really love the 90s style intro for this episode. In my opinion, Murray Hill is actually the best human on earth. The Kings walk back into the man cave after the double elimination, and Charles is feeling pretty lucky to have survived the final thrust. DVD is tired of being safe because it takes away his opportunity to get critiqued. But lucky for him, this week he got that opportunity. So it's a new week in the competition, and the man cave is decorated like a classroom. Chalkboard and all, the Kings are tasked with getting into uniform because school is about to be in session. At that moment, Murray Hill enters and says that the Kings are about to get a history lesson, and who better to teach them than icon and legend Moby Dick. So for this week's Weenie Challenge, the Kings will be undertaking a pop quiz. Split into two teams, the Kings need to score the most points for their group. I am ashamed to say that I didn't get a single question correct. Okay, I got the King of Drag one. That was easy. I really need to brush up on my drag king history. Molasses, Henlo, and Charles make it to the final round, but it's Charles who ends up taking the win. Props to you, Daddy. At that moment, the Kings are gagged to high heaven by trans goddess Carmen Carrera. So hot. She asks Murray to go to the prom with her, and speaking of prom, that is the beefy challenge for the week. The theme is nautical night. The Kings need to put together a dapper look, as well as give a 1-minute speech about why they should be the prom king of Hilltop High. As they prepare, they discuss their insecurities and what inspired them to do drag. I just want to say I love how supportive this cast is. There is no drama or backstabbing. It's just such a loving collaborative space, and I'm here for it. They all get each other, they get how big this is, and how important king representation is. Big D comes to the realization that he doesn't want to aim for perfection. He wants to be authentic to himself. Messy, unbridled, and fun. And I really admire that sentiment. You have to be true to yourself. So at the Royal Court this evening, we have Tenderoni, Sasha Velour, Jackie Beat, Brian Michael Smith, and of course, Carmen Carrera. It's time for the nautical prom, and I of course gave my top 2 to Henlo Bullfrog. This look is amazing. I love the shipwreck on either side of his face. I also felt the conviction in his speech. He was speaking from his own experience as a competitor, but also tying it into the challenge. So it's time for the judges' critiques, and first up we have Big D. He said he did a really good job and showed growth. Not that kind of growth. He is commended for being naturally entertaining, and it's his sense of humour which took focus away from the look itself. DVD finally gets critiqued, but not for the better. They said his concept was familiar and they wanted something less repetitive. But I love this look. It sort of reminded me of Astrid Aurelia's Squid Gentleman on Dragula Titans. Unfortunately for Charles, he is in the bottom because the concept is not clear to the judges. He was meant to be the black spot, but a lot of the judges didn't know what that was. Henlo is highly praised for his look and taking a risk in his speech. They absolutely loved King Molasses' powerful performance. However, they didn't find nautical in the look. I think speaking with a ball gag also hindered them. If you're going to give a speech, you need to be understood. But they are definitely hot. So hot. Perka is given his flowers for the campy outfit, but they say the reveal was anticlimactic. After the judges deliberate, they nominate a winner, and it is Henlo. As I said about last week's episode, poor Big D, always a groomsman, never a groom. However, being in the top 4 weeks in a row is a pretty big slay. DVD and Perka are saved, which means it's between King Molasses and Charles to battle it out in the final thrust. They will need to come up with an original cheer for Hilltop High, and they only have 20 minutes to do so. They both took a very different approach, and honestly, I don't know which one I preferred. Luckily, it isn't up to me. Judges vote unanimously to save King Molasses, and we say goodbye to Charles Galen King. Before he leaves, he is officially knighted in the dubbing ceremony. We love you, Charles, but I knew they wouldn't get rid of King Molasses. That is a finalist right there. So my friends, what did you think of the latest episode of King of Drag? Such a good one. I couldn't say more positive things about this show. We have another week with Perka. We ride. Also, to those of you that don't know where to watch King of Drag, it is on an app called Reverie. You do need to download it, and I do believe there is a subscription fee. But if there is a subscription fee, I highly recommend paying it. It's worth it to support this show. Don't forget, this series is only 6 episodes long, so once it's finished, you can cancel the subscription. Either way, give me all of your thoughts, and I'll be back very soon with another recap.